talk to strangers. I know the parenting mantra, don't talk to strangers. My parents said it to me, and I repeated it to my children. It is meant to keep our children safe from predators. In fact, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services reports that perpetrators, about 90% of them, are people children already know: family, teachers, coaches, neighbors, etc. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be cautious or take care, especially with our children, but sometimes maybe we should moderate our stranger danger stance and take time to talk to strangers. Because recently, I've never talked to as many strangers as I have now. Due to a foot surgery, I am sporting a gray plastic boot brace on my left foot. I walk around with a peg leg crutch device. I'm on medical leave to heal, so I'm not really out and about all that much. However, I have done some shopping for groceries and other necessities and a few walks around the block in my neighborhood. As I am hobbling around, people, strangers, will stop and talk to me. Some are curious about my peg leg crutch. Some are curious about what happened to me. Often, they share about their own injuries and their own conditions. Honestly, sometimes I may be tired and just want to get going and get home. And I think all these strangers, all they see in me is a captive audience. But that's just a bit of rampant residual negativity circulating in my system. When I stop to reflect about my experience, I value these interactions. I value the vulnerability that opens a space for strangers to talk. When we are vulnerable, some of our guard is down. Vulnerability makes us approachable. Vulnerability shows that we are not too busy or too important or too together for the other. And isn't that what our faith in the God of the incarnation, what being the church is all about, what following Jesus is all about? In the late hours of a Friday and the wee hours of a Saturday morning, when bleary-eyed village church volunteers have the building lights on, our doors open, a table of food in our lobby, we make ourselves vulnerable to anyone, to strangers who can come in and take what they need. More often than not, it's time with a listening ear. We call this ministry Power Shift. We are moving the power from money, from drunkenness, from violence, from low self-esteem, and shifting it to being free, to welcome, to vulnerability, and to love. At Power Shift, we are honored to, and that's what we aim to do, talk to strangers.